Ooh, what's up, everybody? We back in this thing, man. Let's let that be known, man. We back in here, man. We all seen what happened to the Cowboys, man. We're here to talk about it, man. We're here to talk about it, man. It was wishful thinking, but it's gonna be hard to go through and go through that gauntlet, man. But we're here to talk about it. So without further ado, here's my co-host.
Hey, what's going on, fam? And y'all go ahead and grab yourself something to drink. Sit back, relax, and let it be known. Sports. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, bro?
Man, nothing much, man. Sitting there, man. Watching the game, and I guess it was actually good. Being able to sit back and kind of think about it and analyze everything and kind of digest everything that happened. And as I was looking at the game, and I was telling John, man, on this game, special teams played a big part in this game. Whether it was the penalties, because we had a buttload of special team penalties on the return. I don't know what it is with Turpin, but they looking out for Turpin with the little hand. I don't know if he's doing that. That's the way he catches the ball, but he's got a penalty now. That's 2 games in a row he has gotten a penalty.
He got to stop that, man.
I don't know if it's become a habit or I don't know exactly what it is, but he's been penalized for that 2 games in a row. He got penalized for that. No, 3 games in a row because he got penalized for Philly for doing that, the Chiefs, and Detroit. So evidently the refs have put a word out. They're looking at him for that. And the time they penalized him, he had a really good return. I think he got almost up to the 45. And it came all the way back to dang near, 20, 15-yard line. And I was like, God, dog. We got the ball. And so special teams played a big part. And then Detroit, man, I almost wanted them to stop kicking him the ball. Because the dude was returning the ball, man, to the dang near 40-yard line every time, 45-yard line. I'm like, man, they get a couple of first downs. They in field goal range. So I think special teams played a big part in this. But overall, I believe Dallas got out coached in this game. Detroit had a really good game plan, especially defensively. I think Dallas came out overly confident. And I would say this, the reason why I say that is all week we've been hearing, oh, Detroit play man. They play all man. And so Dallas saying, well, we just going to roll out. They're going to play man. We just going to imano. But Detroit did a good job of disguising a lot of their things. They would play man, but they would jump into some zone. And brilliant job on coaching, brilliant job by Dan Campbell and staff. They use it to their advantage. We've been hearing the media talk about all this man-to-man. They gave us different looks. They did. But we'll get into everything, all the ebbs and flows of the game, man, and how it all came to be. But John, what's your point on the game, man? What you see?
I'm not gonna get too deep into it at the moment, but man, we came in, we was smelling ourselves, being on a 3-game winning streak. We didn't lock in, wasn't paying attention to detail. Also, man, coaching played a big part in this as well. We had people out there that shouldn't have been out there. And then we was doing things with people that we normally didn't do. So in a nutshell, we just came up prepared, man. We stayed here. They stayed here in Dallas. They didn't go to Detroit. So the team that they needed to go beat Detroit stayed here. They stay
Coaching
here,
staff too.
huh?
Coaching staff too.
Coaching staff too. So, we just came in not prepared, man, and it showed. It showed, man, for sure. But I will say this, man. Yeah, it was just like a big, just like it was like a big explosion waiting to happen, man. Because in all three phases, we were just not prepared, man. It was bad. Special teams,
Fact.
offense, and defense.
Special teams was putrid. It
Yeah,
was like,
so
jeez.
because me and Dan were just talking about this before the show that the Detroit's average starting position was like in the 40s, 40-yard line, roughly 40, 45 every
Facts.
single job. I can't remember one that was in the 20s or something like that, or even the 30s, man. So
They was returning their ball to the dang near 40, 45-yard line. And I was like, God dog, man.
but you
Like
talking about no language integrity?
every single time? Every time? I can understand maybe once or twice, but every time?
Yeah, yeah, it was ugly, man. The way they just went about it, man, it was just bad, man. But
They was, man,
I
they
mean
came
it.
in. They came in, man, and the way, and I'll be honest, man, the way they beat us was brilliant.
It was.
Detroit is a running team. They came out and said, we're gonna air y'all out. I was actually hoping that they would run the ball starting the game off.
Well, they couldn't. I would say this.
I was saying I was hoping they was, because that's their identity. But Dan Campbell and them was smart and say, you know what? We're not gonna go against the grain. Y'all come out here with these 5 linemen. We're not gonna do it. We're gonna drop back and we're gonna test your secondary. And whoever got Marquise Bell in the slot needs to be stabbed tonight. Jeez. I'm sorry for the violence. I don't promote violence, but God dog.
Let's go ahead and get into this defense. Matt Eberflus. Bro, we gave you some benefit of the doubt with these trades. And then you came and you proved us wrong. Why would you have Marquise Bell on Amon St. Brown?
It's the Lions. The Lions knew that they was gonna put him there, so they just moved Amon St. Brown to the slot. They just kept doing it.
And then on top of that, why do you have Kenneth Murray out there at all?
I don't know what the obsession is with Kenneth Murray. I don't know if he got some. I don't know if he got some evidence on him, some sex tape evidence, or what he got on Eberflus. But for him to be out there, as much as he's playing, man is.
It literally don't make any sense.
He's consistently lost. There's a clip out there, and I believe Jonathan might have found it. The whole team is playing man.
And he's in zone.
This idiot is in zone. He's the only one in a zone. And the teammates looking at him like, what is he doing? He drops back like he playing cover 2. He's the middle linebacker. He drops back in the middle of the field like he's playing cover 2. The running back is butt naked on the sideline.
On the flats. And then on top of that, he leaned the wrong way anyway. He was leaning the wrong way. So even if they was playing man, the way he was leaning, he was going to be beat anyway.
He wasn't on a man. His man was the running back.
And he drifting this way, and the running back is going this way. See, Eberflus, we can't defend that, bro. That's you. You had that guy out there. And Logan Wilson only played 26 snaps.
I don't know why he didn't play more. Just off a competency level. Just being competent. Like, hey, we ain't man, just knowing what you're in. First and foremost, before you even execute a play, you need to know what you're in.
And then you're the green dot. If nobody else don't know, you're supposed to know.
You called the play.
You call the play. They come into your headset.
They was in man with a 2 deep safety look.
Safety.
They was in cover. They was in the cover 2 man. They had the 2 safeties up top and everybody underneath is in man.
Man,
you called that play.
Not Kenny Murray. Kenny Murray's out. We in quarters. We in quarters, y'all.
Boy,
that man played quarters.
Boy, Kenny Murray, boy. That man missing some batteries, boy. Dog.
Yeah, he has to have some on Eberflus because it nothing about this makes sense.
I don't know.
Nothing about this.
It has to be a self-sabotage. Because how can you play the wrong? How can you line up in the wrong formation and you're calling the play?
The plays.
You're the green dot.
If, like I said, if nobody else don't know the play, you know the play.
How you line up wrong? That's why I say it has to be a self-sabotage. How do you play the wrong thing and you called it?
Bro, this is. And then another thing,
I don't know what we was in. Then they broke Ron Bland down, boy.
That man touched earth
like a lady of the night, boy. He was laying on his back. Man, Jameer Gibbs shook all the coins out of Bland pocket.
Man, boy, if they had, if he had some Sunny rings, last time I would have put some Sunny rings on that.
Rings out of him. He should have got him started fighting after that.
You got to after that, man. That man broke you down like that. You can't just sit there and take that.
Man, go over there and go off on the coach. Somebody. Hey, man. Hey, don't put me on him no more. Get up, man. Who man is this? Like, hey, man.
No, that's you. No.
I play corner. I will be guard receivers. I ain't supposed to be, and I think it was a cover 2. They was in a cover 2, and Bland got too much depth in the cover 2 when they swung it out to Jameer. He took a good angle. All Jameer did was hit a hesitation move, and Bland, when he went to grab him, he just sit back like this, and he was gone. And Bland had one leg underneath his butt, and right hand yellow.
I mean, out there playing Twister.
Boy, I said, "Oh my God!" When I seen that, I said, "We lost." It's demoralized.
And I don't know why they didn't get young fella some help with Rebel. Young fella got cooked out there, and they just refused to give him help.
This is what happens when pride steps into the fold. Pride comes before a fall. This is what happens.
You see he's struggling.
No, this is what happens when you don't play Trayvon Diggs. All week he was supposed to play. You pulled him at the last minute because y'all still feel some type of way about him. But lo and behold, I felt good because I'm like, man, we're gonna have Diggs back. That's gonna be a big load. This is a big game. You need a guy with experience. You need a guy who has the know-how. And then when they pulled him, I said, oh man, you putting the rookie in some hot water.
And it was like mouse in the house.
The Lions got 2 really good receivers in Jameson Williams and Amon-Ra St. Brown. I said, "Ooh, I'm
gonna tell you what they was banking on, because St. Brown got hurt last week, and they was banking on him, and they was banking on him not playing, and so that caused them
to
pull Diggs for another week.
It cost them,
Instead of playing
your best players. You just didn't have enough DBs, really. If you add Diggs into the fold, now you're able those dime looks. Now you're able to run those dime looks.
You won't have to put Marquise Bell in and dime.
Marquise Bell had to play because you just didn't have enough DBs really available. And then you're still holding Josh Butler out. He's ready to play.
He's been ready since week 7.
I don't understand. I I don't understand. That's why I say I don't understand what's going on, and I don't know if it's pride. Like I don't know what it is.
Yeah, he's been ready since week 7.
But you need help in the secondary.
Which
Bad.
we keep putting Kenneth Murray out there. Kenneth Murray need to be over there with what's the other linebacker we had at the beginning of the year?
Sanborn.
Sanborn. He need to be right over there with Sanborn.
And then I must say this: if it's 3rd and long, please take all the linebackers off the freaking field. Please. You know they finna throw the ball.
Oh.
Take the linebackers off the field.
Go all the way down.
It shouldn't be nothing but DBs back there.
At that point, you can put Marquise Bell in that linebacker spot.
Now he can play linebacker. Hey, you got the running back.
Facts. But no.
Or more than likely, you're probably playing zone anyway.
Anyway, yeah, if it's long like that, 3rd and long.
Playing maybe quarters or something like that. You know,
keep them in front of you.
Keep everything in front of you. Just make the tackle. You're probably playing that. But when you have slow linebackers, they can't afford to get out of position when you're playing linebacker because you don't have the speed to make up.
And one of them is slow.
Radio. What?
Radio. I don't like him, man. I just don't like him. He's
probably a nice guy, man, but
I don't care.
Football ain't it, man.
I don't know how he got this far. It's not like he showed splashes. He just bad. How do you get this far? How?
Man, we gotta waste all our draft picks on linebacker.
Hey, at this point,
but I must say too, we missed. We needed edge rushing. We severely need edge rushing. We got good push up the middle,
but nothing on outside.
We needed edge rushing bad, very bad. We needed edge rushing bad, man. Dak got sacked a total of 5 times, man.
I got hit twice the amount,
and we only sacked Goff once. And Goff threw the ball dang near 35 times. We held Montgomery to 60 yards. We had Gibbs to 43 yards. Did what you need to do on the run game. You got killed in the passing game. Mm-hmm. Goff had a rating of 111, which means he was connected.
Facts.
Okay, but no receiver. Surprised no receiver had over 100 yards. I thought at least one of them had over 100 yards.
It was just critical times when
and to be honest with you, what really hurt us too was the run after the catch. Because they would
we can tackle.
Yeah, they would catch a 5-yard pass and then take it for 15, 20 yards. And I was like, God, dog.
Yeah. So let's show this clip of this defense, man. It's just bad, man. It's just flat out bad.
Back to our top 5 worst defensive plays of the week. Honorable mention is going to go to Kenneth Murray on the 3rd or 4th play of the game here. He's going to see the screen. He's going to run out, and then he's just going to get ran backwards. I think he ran probably 10 yards backwards and gets pushed out of bounds.
He over there with the
At number 5, we have the one and only Kenneth Murray. He's going to not read that it's a jet sweep. The ball's there. Kenneth Murray, I don't know what he thinks is happening, but it took him exceptionally long to realize that Jameson Williams had the ball. Great job there. Number 4, it's going to be Kenneth Murray Jr. again. He's just going to have no idea what gap he's supposed to be reading here. He's going to stand. He gets flat-footed and is kind of just looking here and then decides to go the complete wrong way, takes himself out of the play, and this lets up a long rushing touchdown. Number 3, it's going to be Kenneth Murray Jr. again. He's going to do a great job reacting to the screen here, calls it out pretty quick, and then is afraid of contact when he gets up here, gets bounced back, gets bounced again. He's bad. At number 2, I'm going to have Deron Bland right here. He's just going to get absolutely fried. This is the one where he got juked bad, right? He got put on the sideline and had to do a push-up mid-play.
Look at him.
That is a $90 million corner, by Either way.
Boo boo. He boo.
And then number one, it's obviously going to be Kenneth Murray Jr. This was an obvious number one. This play was just amazing. I get it. Jameer Gibbs isn't easy to tackle in space, but you do this.
Oh my God.
You get juked out that bad. It looks like that was staged. Like that looks like something you would see on All America. He is one of the worst players I've ever seen play defense.
Okay, it makes sense. He got a gambling debt.
It's got to be something, man.
You got to have a gambling debt. To play like this, to play this bad, you got to have a gambling debt, man. You owe somebody big. And so they say go in here and sabotage and play awful.
I told you what
it has to be that.
I told you what I thought it was, man. I thought
you don't get all the way to this level playing that bad.
I thought he got some photos on somebody, man.
No, man, he got a bookie he owes some money to.
Yeah, they've been throwing these games, man. I think
It gotta be, man.
I think Eberflus with him.
He might be with him, man. He look like that tight. He look like he gamble.
I think Eberflus is right. I think Eberflus is right with him.
Anybody named Eberflus? Can't trust him. You can't trust him, man.
Man.
No, man.
But it was, relatively speaking, it was going to be we knew it was going to be difficult. We knew that it was going to be difficult on this gauntlet when we had Philly, Kansas City, and Detroit. We knew it was going to be tough to run the table. We knew it was going to be tough to basically beat all three of those games. Realistically, we were saying, man, we hope we can go 2-1 out of those three games. Mm-hmm. A lot of people had us going 1-2 out of those three games. Yeah. So it was, this is legitimately what should have happened. When you're playing really good teams, mm-hmm. it's really, you have to be really on your P's and Q's to really go out there and just beat good teams week in and week out. You have to just be on top of it. And unfortunately for Dallas, they dug themselves a hole to where they can't afford to, really just not be on top of their game week in and week out. So now they need a lot of help, man, to get into the postseason. It looked even more bleak than it already was. And so now, man, we just praying for some help, man. But I know Cowboy fans want to get into the postseason, but man, we have a lot to be excited for the future. That would be, boy, man. If we had a half of a Luke Kuechly and half of an Ed Reed, we'll be all right. we need at least half of that.
That's a fact. Shout out to you, man.
Jeez. That's the top of the food chain there, boy. We can have somebody at least in the middle of the road. We got guys out there don't even know what they even in.
And they calling the plays.
Let alone having the ability to wreck a game or take over a game. Right now we don't really just have that on the defense right now. We haven't had a game wrecker. Mm-hmm. A guy who's just stepping in, who's just wrecking the game. The offensive line got whooped. Boy, they beat the offensive line up like panty draws. Boy, my land. I feel sorry for that.
Man, Thomas, it was one play, man. It didn't make sense. It wasn't a blitz. It was just a normal four-man front.
They ran a lot of four-man fronts, and they were getting pressure.
Oh, he looking inside, and his man ran right past. It was no reason for him to look inside. The ball was snapped, and he, instead of him getting his spacing and kicking out, he did this and turned them hips. Man, and ran right around his shoulder. It was like no reason. Like they wasn't even showing pressure. They wasn't even showing pressure, But for whatever reason in his mind, he decided to look inside. Because like even the tackle didn't he lined up on his outside shoulder, so no excuse. But you got stuff like that just
I mean, they was soft in pass protection and they was soft in run blocking. Like, shout out to Javonte Williams. He went over 1,000 yards. So shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to him, man.
For having a good season.
Yeah,
but I thought he could have had so much more, man. We just was not getting any push on the run, man.
Mm-mm.
And which put a lot of pressure on the passing game. But like we know, the offense got us back into the game. And if we had one stop with the defense, but we want to talk about the one controversial play. I got to get there. The offensive pass interference they call down on the goal line on Ferguson.
That was cheap.
Going back and watching that play, Ferguson doesn't put a hand on him at all. I don't know if John got that play. I don't know if he has that.
Nah, let me see if I can find it real quick.
But Ferguson hits a swim move on him to beat him inside. And at first, initially, I thought that Ferguson had, swimmed him with his underneath hand and moved him out the way. But going back and looking at it, Ferguson didn't touch him. Actually, the guy grabbed him all the way to the end zone. He held Ferguson all the way to the end zone.
He did it all game.
And I said, man, how in the world did he get away with this? This is absolutely defensive pass interference. And Asante Samuel, shout out to him. He said, man, this is home cooking, man, because ain't no way you got away with that. The refs made sure the home team had the advantage. Because that was a big turning point in the game, because if Dallas gets 7 there, I think they might have put them down maybe 1 or 2 if they get 7 points there instead of a field goal. So you're talking about a whole completely different game and a whole completely different way of how Detroit is going to attack on the other side of the ball. Now Detroit just can't come out and just say, hey, we just going to play keep away. Now Detroit has to actually try to put the game away. And so, man, that was a tough call, man. But, I won't put the game on that call because, Dallas didn't play. They just didn't play good ball, man. They didn't show up. They wasn't ready. They wasn't on top of their game. And when you play good teams, man, you have to not leave it in the hands of the refs, man. You have to go out there and handle your business. And that's just flat out how it is. Just flat out how it is, man. Calls gonna go your way, and then sometimes they ain't gonna go your way. You can't really control that. Only way you can control is how you prepare and what you do out there on the field. And it was too many mistakes out there for me to just blame that call. But that was a tragic call, man. That was terrible, man. And the league should look at that. That was terrible.
No, it's a fact.
No, shout out, man. That's facts. Lions talking about, oh, it was a good call, man. Ferg didn't touch him. Go back and watch the play. He didn't touch him. At first, initially, I thought Ferg had moved him out the way with the swim. But when they showed it again, I said he didn't even put a hand on him.
So I gotta hear.
Watch this, guys.
Well, I guess we have a bit of a controversy at the end of the Cowboys-Lions game. This was a rough officiated game regardless, although I don't know if I hated this call, to be honest. Let's talk about it. So this is a 3rd down and 3 situation. Prescott's going to take the snap, and you're going to see that this is incomplete. However, they called this throw a flag. They called this a penalty. So this is the angle to see what happens. You see it's Ferguson versus Anzalone. They're going to call this offensive pass interference. Watch as Ferguson kind of pushes off Anzalone. Anzalone does, I guess you could argue he grabbed there. He put his hand in a position where it looks like maybe he would grab. I don't know if I actually see him actually.
Yeah, look at his leg. He grabbed his leg.
Either way, throwing the flag
that man around the waist.
is weak here. Ferguson's kind of just fighting through the contact. Anzalone, again, I guess you could
Yeah,
say he
grabbed
grabbed
him
the
again
knee
around
a
his
bit,
waist.
but does that significantly hinder Ferguson's ability to make the catch, which is the ruling on the field? That's how the rule is written. You have to significantly hinder your opponent's ability to make the catch. Ferguson still got his hands on it. To me, this is a pretty clear no call. So I definitely don't love the offensive pass interference call, although I also don't really fully get the controversy. It's also worth mentioning, again, you change one thing, everything changes. But even if the Cowboys got a touchdown here, if the Lions were able to answer with a touchdown, it wouldn't have mattered, which is what they ended up doing. Again, maybe it would have been different if they were only down, if it was only a 3-point game instead of a 7-point
Yes,
game.
it would have
But
been different.
regardless,
34 to
I don't know.
37.
Maybe you all see it differently. Let me know in the comments below what are your thoughts, but those are mine. Yeah.
First he grabbed him around his thigh, and then when Jay Ferguson did the swim to get past him, cross his face, then he grabbed Ferguson's waist. What are we talking about here, people? Twice on the same play.
And then a touchdown does make a difference. It's a difference between being down 3 points than being down 5.
What are we talking about here?
And then if Dallas go for 2, now you're down 2 points.
Yeah.
Now if your defense get a stop, now all you need is a field goal to win. That would have been fine with me too. A no call would have been fine.
Would have been fine. If
could have still went for it on 4th down.
Mm-hmm. But you pushed them back that far.
But you push them back 10 yards or whatever, you push them back. You just got to kick the field goal. Mm-hmm. But I would have been fine with a no call. If they both jockeying for position, I would have been fine with a no call.
Yep.
But if anything was called, it would have to been pass interference.
Yeah. Now, that was a big pivotal play as well, but we got called out. He didn't play his best game either, Jay Ferguson, because he did fumble the ball and he did have some penalties.
That was a big fumble, man.
Big fumble. We was moving the ball.
Jeez.
Matter of fact, I think we was in field goal range. If I'm not mistaken.
I'm thinking we finna score on this drive, and he fumbles.
He fumbles a big fumble, and you see Dak was like, when you're about to
take contact,
tuck it. Don't keep it out like this. Matter of fact, he had it like this, and that's a no. And let me ask you this, man. While we're speaking on the offense, what did you think about George Pickens' body language on the field?
He looked uninterested. He looked like, he looked like he just wasn't locked into the game.
Yeah.
He looked like the rest of some of the other players, like they just didn't come ready to play. Like they thought it was going to be easy. And when they got into a dogfight, they wasn't ready for a fight. When Detroit started to take it to them, they looked like they wasn't ready. They wasn't ready to put their hands up and fight.
That's a fact, man. Because on that one slant, man, where it got picked off, man, he didn't attack the ball.
I mean, the ball hit him right in the thing.
I'm just saying, attack it, especially if somebody's gonna contest it. You have to attack it so that doesn't happen. And he would just hit him in the hands. I think both of Dak picks, they both hit him in their hands.
It was not, those picks was not his fault. But I think a big thing on that is man, coaching, like having the guys ready to play. And shout out to CD Lamb, man. He went over 100 yards and he didn't even play the full game, man.
He would have went for he would have went for about 250
because he was eating their secondary alive. Shout out to him, man. He was out there. He was hooping. He was balling, man. Shout out to Ryan Flournoy too. He went over 100 yards and had a tud as well, man. it's just, man, Pickens wasn't ready to play. Ferguson wasn't locked in. The offensive line, man, was putrid.
He's on it.
I know he was on the injury report Monday for his knee.
Then he landed on his shoulder, got up slow. I think he was playing hurt.
I will always say this, man. If you play, man, you got to produce.
You got to produce, or don't be out there.
You know, I will always say that. If you can't play, man, just sit out, bro, because you hurt the team because they dependent on you.
Because just like Otto said, St. Brown, he was hurt and he got out there, but he produced. If you feel like you can't produce, ain't no sense of being out there half stepping.
Like, man, if that was Dak, we wouldn't cut him no slack. If Dak went out there and threw 5 interceptions and he only had 100 yards, and we like, man, Dak would hurt. Ain't nobody hearing that. It's like, bro, like, hey, like you out here.
No, that is a big fact, man. We can. So that can't be an excuse, man.
I can't have that, man.
Especially when CD went down, man. We needed you.
We needed you to step up. Shout out to Ryan Flournoy. He stepped up, man. He made some tough catches, man.
He had over 100 yards.
He had over 100 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, let me see what he had. Flournoy, 115, 9 for 115, and a tug.
Mm-hmm.
You see, they didn't suit up your boy. What's his name? The receiver. What's his name?
Tobert. He ain't
Tobert.
Tobert ain't suited up in man, it's been quite a few games since Tobert actually suited up.
Yeah, got that man in them graves over there, man. Nah, we haven't given up on him either, man. I think he just, just a bad game, man. Bad showing, man. I don't think I wouldn't say this is, going to be him.
I ain't giving up on Pickens. And I don't fully blame him 100%. Like I said, I blame coaching because Pickens wasn't the only one that was out there not ready to play. It's not like it's just, it's all Pickens. It's just Pickens. Like, no. He's just one of the many that was just not locked in. They did not match the intensity of the Detroit Lions.
They did not.
Detroit came out and played like their season was on the line. They came out and treated it like it was a playoff game. And Dallas came out like it was week 2 of the regular season. Detroit came to win it. Dallas came trying not to lose.
No, man.
There was no sense of urgency, none until we got down 2 or 3 scores. And then now it's like, oh, well, shoot, let's try to get back in the game.
No.
And granted, you're so talented, you can get back in the game.
But the defense going to give it right back the way they was playing.
Well, you let Detroit get into a good rhythm and flow that, it's hard to stop. Detroit is a good football team, man. We're not talking about a bottom tier team here. We're not talking about no crappy team. We're not talking about the Las Vegas Raiders. They're a good team, man. And like you can't afford to give a good team rhythm like that and momentum like that. It's hard to shut that off. It just is. Especially when you're not a super talented defense, you got to do your work early. You need to establish yourself early. When you're not talented on defense, you're supposed to be grimy.
I just don't know why they didn't play Logan Wilson like that.
It's been off and on like this since
it's baffling, man.
Like he would come in, he would play a lot of snaps one game, the next game he get 15 snaps, and I'm like, what the heck?
Like when he's on the field, you can tell it's a difference when he's on the field compared to Murray's on this field.
I mean, he's just competent, man. He know what we in. He know what his assignment is. Like, hey, we in man. I'm guarding the running back.
Yep. Maybe a tight end up the seam.
maybe a tight end.
But I mean, we have the most incompetent person as a green dot. That if that's not moronic, I don't know what is. We got radio. We put a radio in a radio helmet.
Man, I don't know. Eberflus, I blame him because he's supposed to be talking to him. All the way till he can't talk to him no more. I think they cut it off in 15 to 10 seconds. They cut the radio off in your helmet. He need to be in there. Hey, Murray, we are a man. Murray.
The running back is your man.
The running back is your man, Murray.
You follow where the running back goes.
You look lost, Murray.
No, don't run to me. Do not run to me. Oh. God dog it.
That man Murray was, he was lost. He had the slightest clue of what they were in.
He said, Mary, look up, Mary, look at the motion, Mary.
Mary, they probably finna run the ball, Mary.
Instead of him take a step back,
he's shooting. Instead of him shooting the gap, he's backpedaling.
And then when somebody come to him, he instead of him trying to shed the block,
he engaged.
Or running away from it. Cause you seen them clips we were playing. He was running away from the block instead of trying to shed the block. He took himself out the play.
I'm like, man,
I'm like, yeah. Man. I got something else. He has to have a debt or something. He got to have a gambling debt. That's the only thing that makes sense.
It's something, man. I'm not sure. I can't really put my finger on it. But yeah.
When the last time you seen a linebacker this bad, bro?
It's utterly ridiculous.
I can't remember the last time I seen a linebacker this bad.
Jackson Bourne, you seen one?
I stand corrected.
You seen one?
I do stand corrected. That was bad.
Man, we should have brought back Eric Kendricks.
And I don't know why they didn't.
Eric Kendricks was at least an average linebacker, man. We need somebody at least
is competent, man. You know, just competent. I mean, you don't have to make all the plays, but make sure you're in the right position.
we're nobody asking you to go out there and be freaking Ray Lewis.
Yeah, you don't have to wreck the game, but at the same time, be serviceable.
Like,
man.
I need you to be serviceable. I need you to be, absolutely knowing what we're doing as a defense.
Right.
And this has always been my philosophy when it comes to linebacker. Like, man, if you can't do nothing else as a linebacker, you should be able to go hit.
Absolutely.
Like, this has always been my philosophy.
That should be number one on the list
as a linebacker.
Can you tackle?
Yeah, in this day and age, you need to be able to cover some. Yeah, as a linebacker for sure. It's a passing league. But above all, if you can't do anything else, man, you need to be able to hit, man. And your presence need to be felt when you're out there hitting.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
Like,
yeah, man. So now we're in that place where we need help. A lot of help.
We needed help before, but now we need a lot of help. Before, we're like, yeah, we need a little help. But you drop that, you need a lot of help. Right. You need a lot of help. You need Philly to go out there and wet the bed. You need a lot of other teams to wet the bed for you to be able to try to sneak in there, man, along with you winning the rest of your games. So
now, man, we kind of got like a mini bye. And then next Sunday we play Minnesota in Minnesota. No, we play them here.
No, we play in Dallas.
next Sunday night. Um, what is your outlook on that game, man?
Well, they quarterback is putrid. So that helps out. He's not that competent at the quarterback position. Their defense is not that stout. So they do like to send a lot of pressure, though. They do like to do that. So I believe Dallas should be looking out for that. And I think Dallas shouldn't win this game handily. They should, it shouldn't be no issues with Dallas taking care of business, especially at home. Against a team that's banged up. Minnesota got a lot of injuries. And they're not playing good football right now. So I think they should definitely take care of business.
What's your score?
My prediction, I got Dallas 28-10.
2018. Okay, yeah. So I do think Dallas is gonna take care of business. Then at home, we're night and day when we play at home compared to on the road. I think they're gonna have a little chip on their shoulder, and so I think they're gonna try to take it out on Minnesota.
They're gonna smash the gas though.
So Minnesota's not a very good team, especially with their little quarterback JJ McCarthy. He probably my height. Yeah, I say, man, they're gonna smash the gas on them, man. I say 35-14.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Dallas gonna come out and bully them a little bit, and so they can feel good about themselves again, and especially on just a little mini bye, and then you're at home as well. Hopefully, we'll have CD back by the end.
It sounds good. Shotty said he was moving good, doing good. So of course he'll go through the past concussion protocol.
Yeah,
and see how he how he handles that. Your boy Tyler Guyton should be back.
We actually missed Guyton.
I told you it was too hard on him, man. He's pretty good, man.
We actually missed him. Thomas out there, boy.
And I think Diggs, of course, you have Diggs back. So you're getting some guys back, man. I think that Dallas is going to be, going to go in there and handle business. So
yeah, that's a fact, man. I agree, man. It's a Sunday night game, so with Sunday night games, we can go out there, man, and just okay. Where I was at, okay. But yeah, man, I think we'll take care of business, man. Hey, chat, man, y'all put in the chat, man. What are y'all predictions for the game against the Vikings on next Sunday? Y'all put y'all predictions in the chat. So, and then our next two after that, well, next three, the final three will be we play the Chargers at home, 12 o'clock game. Then we have our last two is at the Commanders and then the Giants. But both of those on the road.
Mm-hmm. I think the Chargers one is a sneaky one.
Yeah, we can't have stealth.
I think you can't sleep on them. But I think all these games are definitely winnable games.
Mm-hmm.
I think you got through the gauntlet of your schedule. So
yeah. Leo the Greek said 2-2 here on out.
I don't really see that. The teams we playing, none of the teams we playing got a high powered offense. None of them have an elite defense. So I don't really see them causing too much issue with Dallas on that. The gauntlet of our schedule, we went through the gauntlet of our schedule of the teams that were really elite, and teams we're facing, I don't see them giving us problems like that.
And truth be told, man, we talked about this 3-game stretch, the 3 to 4 game stretch a couple weeks ago, and for us to come out 2-1 so far.
Yeah, I know the fans. I know they, and I know they upset. We lost, but
Yeah,
realistically speaking, this was like, a realistic, expectation when you're
right.
going through a tough 3-game stretch. You hope to get at least 2 of those games. Now definitely we needed all 3 for sure,
Sure.
but
Realistically, yeah, we got.
realistically,
I mean, we got better on our defense, but at the same time, our defense was so bad,
you
and
know,
so we made some moves, but it's still not where it should be.
we
Hey,
already beat
you
Daniels this
optimistic?
season. I don't think they beat Dart or Daniels or Justin Herbert. Well, we already beat Daniels this season, so he doesn't play. Daniels doesn't play well against Dallas.
Yeah.
Um, so we already seen him this season. I don't think none of those teams. I don't believe you're going on the road beating New York or Washington. I want you to come back to the stream after we play them and watch Dallas put up 40 on them.
Yeah, come on back.
None of those teams are going to be able to stop Dallas.
You
Their
gotta think
defense.
about Dak has owned the NFC East when he plays.
Tell me Dak's record versus the NFC.
Yeah, go ahead and drop Dak's record against the NFC East in the chat, Leo. We'll love to see it. And then New York is packing it up anyway. They already fired their coach. They lost their running back for the year. They lost their number 1 receiver for the year. And the way that Dart plays, he's gonna be packed up for the year.
And if you
He,
don't
he,
know,
he thinks he's the running back.
yeah, Dart just want to run, and he gonna get his head knocked off just like Scatterboo did.
Facts.
But just in case you don't want to look it up, Dak is 36-9 versus the NFC East.
36-9, baby.
So yeah.
Hey, Leo, are you a New York fan? Put that in the chat. Are you a New York Giants fan? Let us know who your team is. Yeah. So put that in the chat. Let's see.
Dak is 36-9 versus the NFC East, man. I'm sorry, but he's gonna sweep the table with the Commanders and the Giants. We really would have went undefeated versus the NFC East if it wasn't for the first game blunder with CD dropping those passes.
Don't see it, Sedarius.
If CD don't drop those passes, we go undefeated in the NFC East.
That wasn't CD, man.
yeah, it was Sedarius.
That was Sedarius, man.
He was just dropping them joints.
But yeah, man, So yeah, those 2 games are the least of my worries. So it's just a matter of
only one that's just might be nerve-wracking, maybe the Chargers. Because Justin Herbert, he is skilled.
Yeah.
So you let him get in a rhythm, it's gonna be hard to stop him.
Yeah.
But I think that Dak can outduel him if it came down to that. I think our offense outduels them. We have an elite offense, and I think we outduel them. So I'm not worried about any of those teams or in the second half of the schedule.
Okay. Not looking forward to year 11 with this thing. What's the Dak hate about, man?
Them. When we win, the Cowboys look good. When we lose, it's Dak's fault.
No escapability. You know how many sacks Dak would have if he didn't escape and reset the pocket? So stats don't mean anything.
Well, what has Lamar Jackson won? He can run.
Jackson Dart, he can run. Where they get him?
What's the Giants record? Jackson Dart can run.
Let me see what the Giants record is.
What has Josh Allen won? He can run. None of them guys got Super Bowls.
So the Giants is 2-11.
Giants got 2 wins. And we're scared of Jackson Dart. I don't know, guys.
You can't make this up.
We got to put our thinking caps on, man.
Shout out to you, Leo, man. Make sure you hit the like button.
We're looking at all the other quarterbacks across the league. We're not realizing or putting things in the proper context. You merching off of other quarterbacks.
Do you know how many teams
they haven't won anything?
Do you know how many teams would trade everything to get Dak?
For sure. We have some Philly fans saying that they would like Dak if Dak had our weapons.
My father-in-law said, "I'm a pit," and he's one of the biggest Pittsburgh Steelers fans I know. And he said, if we ever get rid of Dak, he want Pittsburgh to jump on him.
For sure. There's a lot of teams out there that would say that. A partner of mine, he's a Saints fan. He's like, man, I really want Dak. I'd take Dak.
Take Dak. You kidding me?
Man.
You kidding me? Are you kidding me?
What quarterback you would like to see here in Dallas, man?
He leads the league in completion percentage, QBR. He's about to be over 4,000 yards passing this year. Are you kidding me? In MVP talks. Who is your recommendation, Leo?
Give me your top 3 quarterbacks, man, that you want to see here. Because realistically,
Drake and Nate. I don't know who that is.
I think he meant Drake May.
He's a good up and coming, but right now he's not better than Dak. And Stafford is older than Dak. With a bad back.
Stafford can't escape. Stafford ain't running nowhere.
If Stafford get behind this offensive line, he won't last. I can tell you that.
Man, it ain't number.
And you want this guy here.
You want Sam Darnold. Didn't Sam Darnold just throw 5 picks the other day?
Yeah. This the man that literally stated that he's seeing ghosts out here. And this is who you want over Dak.
Sam Darnold just threw 5 picks the other day. That's tough to do.
I said Sam Darnold.
This man here, I wouldn't take nobody over Dak except for Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, what dream?
It ain't no dream, just reality. Now, if they offer us Patrick Mahomes for Dak,
oh my gosh,
they can have that.
You trolling? You got to be trolling, bro. You got to be trolling, Leo.
It's over, Leo. When you went there, man, I know that you
you got to be trolling, bro.
I know Leo. That you're not right in the head. Y'all, that's been a good show here. It's been a good show here. Let that be known. We had a good show, guys.
Leo,
we gonna have to let this go. We gonna go and exit right, man, because Leo on your wild.
Leo told, come on,
this man told us Sam Darnold, and then this man told us Bryce Young.
Leo degree, come on now.
Which neither one of them was an MVP conversation this year.
Bryce Young is this tall.
Man.
You talking about he has a higher ceiling.
Bryce Young is a quarterback that's living off the run game they got in Charlotte. I
I don't think people really understand how good that Dak make this offensive line look. This offensive line is not that good.
We have
especially with our tackles.
we have a subpar offensive line,
Mm-hmm.
and I do mean subpar. There's nothing elite about the offensive line right now
At all. If
If
it wasn't for Dak,
if we had an elite offensive line, you would see it in the reflection of our run game.
facts.
That doesn't benefit off the run game at all.
Mm-mm. We do it just to somewhat keep them honest, but it's still.
I mean, it's been back-to-back games where Javonte has had under 70 yards.
Facts.
So it's not like you got a deadly play action where you can live off of that.
Because he's towards the top of the league for as getting the ball out as fast as he does. On top of that, the way he has to reset the pocket after the collapses. Who else is doing that and being effective while doing that on a consistent basis?
Johnson, stop trying to reason. He don't know, man. He just looking somebody to put the blame on, and it's Dak.
That's. I'm sorry. We wouldn't even have 6 wins without Dak. We 6-6-1.
No, we wouldn't. Especially not with that defense. Not with that defense giving up dang near 40 points a game.
So I mean,
we had a defense, boy. We dang near undefeated.
That's a fact. But
man, guys, we finna get ready and get out of here, guys, man. We appreciate the support, man. We love y'all, man. We will be back up in here, man. But it don't cost you nothing, man. Also, man, remember, stay safe out there, man. Remember, follow us on social media. Let it be known. But until next time, peace out.